one and all, welcome to See Through Glass. Today I'm out and about in my 911 40th anniversary. It's been a while since I spent some time in this car, so I thought today I would get up early and go on a little adventure to the UK's best beach. You may remember a few weeks ago I did another early morning mission in the Jaguar F-Type up in Scotland. That day was pure bliss because I basically didn't see another car for about 3 hours. As you can imagine, here in London, not quite the same even at 4:30, 5 a.m, quite a bit of traffic on the road. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting out of town. Like I said, I really haven't spent enough time in this car recently, but whenever I do get out and go for a drive, I very quickly remember how nice this car is. And I know that doesn't sound like the biggest compliment ever. It's the kind of word you don't want your date to use when describing you. Oh, he's just such a nice guy. It never sounds that encouraging. But what I mean is just everything about this car is so lovely. It does everything so well. You know, poodling around London this morning with a bit of early morning traffic, then a short motorway section, and now out here on an open road, it never puts a foot wrong. I mean, it's a Porsche, I guess that's what you expect from it, but it always for some reason does surprise me. And it is quick. 2004 this car was made, but once you start revving it out, going kind of beyond 6,000 RPM and making your way through the gears, you look down at the speedo and you're like, oh, I should not be going this fast, but I am. But whilst you're doing that kind of crazy speed, it's just so nice around you. The pedals, the steering, the gearbox, everything's lovely, and the ride is firm. We do have the sportiest suspension on this car, but it's not sort of back-breakingly brittle. Funny enough, this is probably the most sort of sedate car I have now. The 360, the Abarth, the F-Type, all a little bit more intense. But this thing still has its place in my kind of heart because of this, the fact that it's a very pure driving experience, one that really rewards you. The sort of harder you push, the more you kind of grab the car by the scruff of its neck. It's just so nice on a day like today when you want to get out, blow off the cobwebs by doing some exciting driving, but then cruise back in comfort and sort of Apple CarPlay with this PCCM Plus and things. It's just, I really enjoy spending time in this thing. Well, welcome to this morning's destination, Camber Sands, recently voted by Time Out magazine as the UK's best beach. Why? Well, let's figure that out together because it's the first time I've been to Camber Sands. It is a 5-mile beach in the south of the UK here, lovely Sussex. It's 2 hours away from London, and really, I think the clue is all in the name. Sands, because it's actually quite rare in the UK, let alone in Sussex, to have a sandy beach. Most of our beaches are kind of pebbly or rocky, and whilst I can see a whole ton of pebbles, there's also a load of sand, and oh my god, it is absolutely abandoned this morning. There's a heat wave currently going on in the UK, so I wanted to get here early, give myself a chance of, you know, experiencing the beach without thousands of people on it, and it's literally just me and one man and his dog. I should have brought Twiggy, she would have loved it. But yeah, so here we go. Theoretically the best beach. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not blowing me away. I don't feel like I'm in Hawaii, but there's sand, which, you know, we gotta take what we can get here in the UK. And whilst the tide is still going out, so there's still quite a lot of water on the beach, it's pretty picturesque spot. I should have bought coffee. I'm never prepared for these early morning adventures. I should have bought coffee with me. I think I'll just sit here and take in the sights. Well, it's nearly 8 o'clock, which means I think it's breakfast time. I'm going to head 5 minutes up the road to a historic town called Rye. It's super picturesque, super beautiful. Was Rye. Honestly, what an amazing place. It gave me kind of like a Harry Potter vibe. I really liked it. I never know how much of the places I'm going to show you guys because I'm really into travel. I love travel and I'm really enjoying exploring the UK at the moment, but I'm fully aware most of you come to this channel for car content, and I don't want to make a 12 or 13 minute video about a picturesque village in the south of the UK if none of you care. And I've been meaning to ask you all for a while kind of what content you want to see on the channel moving forward, because look, COVID's going nowhere and the traditional seen through glass content not that easy to make at the moment. So I've been trying to brainstorm sort of new ideas, new projects that I can really sink my teeth into, and before I really commit to them I should probably ask you guys what you think. So yes, are you enjoying the travel style content, and if so, do you want to see me exploring in my own cars or borrowing new cars to go out and explore in? If you don't like the travel content, do you want to see going to dealerships and visiting collectors, or just content on my own cars, maybe finally getting that classic car for a proper hands-on resto model restoration? I know I've still got the Abarth project, that's like for me dipping a toe in the project car world, but you know, really properly get hands-on. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'd be very interested to see what you guys think. I know that I'm really enjoying what I'm doing at the moment, but always want to hear your guys' thoughts because you're the ones who watch it. So yeah, if you don't enjoy it, I need to know. But anyway, as I was sipping my coffee in beautiful Rye, it got me thinking about this car. Because I can't decide how I feel about this car. You've heard me say it quite a few times in this video. I don't spend much time in it. When I do, I really enjoy it, but I don't spend much time in it. And as I've declared that I am on the hunt for my own Jaguar F-Type, you all know at some point I've got to sell this car. And the original plan was to do that in kind of autumn, maybe early winter. But because I spend so little time driving the thing, I see it sitting there in STGHQ and I think, maybe I'll just sell it now. Maybe that will help me get into my own F-Type sooner rather than later. And if I'm not using it, maybe someone else will enjoy it more. Then days like today, the sun is shining and I get out and do some proper driving. I'm like, this thing is the best thing in the world. I should never sell it. So yeah, I'm all over the place. And maybe it's just more my love of Porsche and not wanting to give up having a Porsche in my life. Heck, that was the reason I bought this thing when I sold my 911 Carrera T. I was like, I still need a Porsche in my life. So maybe I don't want to let go of that, but I'm happy to let go of this. It's a really, really hard one. But maybe when I get your feedback, if you guys want to see more content really with my own cars, that will give me the opportunity to drive my own cars more. I spend so much time driving other cars, I hardly spend time in these things, and maybe that's the key. The more time I spend in this, the more I enjoy it, the more it'll seem worthwhile until it's time to move it on. Anyway, for now I'm going to continue to enjoy my day and enjoy my drive. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you have. Go and download the What 3 Words app. Trust me, it is super helpful. However you want to use it, there's so many different ways. It really has changed my life. And oh, is that moon miles? No, that's just a 997 GT2. I thought that was the Moon Miles GT3 that I drove a month or so ago, but it's just an absolute baller 997 GT2. What a hero. See, Porsche life. We waved at each other. Ah,
Yes, anyway, make sure to stay subscribed to the channel
for plenty more videos to come.